pawn formation.
Okay.
Sitting there in the Tri at that high school 2 hours north of San Francisco. And it was me and Vic and Mark, and we might have named it. We'd have to ask Adam. We might have named it before we enlisted Adam to play drums.
I think that's right.
Okay, I think that's right
that's
too. I think that's right too. I think we went to Adam with the name, and we wanted the band to be an acronym because
what inspired that?
TSOL, DI, RKL,
MDC,
DRI.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about changing
FOD.
the meaning of the acronym? Much like MDC?
Yeah. I mean, we would fuck with it a lot. If you wrote to AFI, if you look at, I think the first, up through Very Proud of You, I think. Maybe it's switched again at Shut Your Mouth, but you would send a self-addressed stamped envelope for a free patch or sticker to asking for it.
Asking, right.
Yeah, anthems for insubordinates people would throw around.
Anthems for insubordinates. That's a good one.
Yeah. When this is appropriate. When I first met Jimmy Gestapo, I think Craig or Lou or P introduced me, and they said, this is Dave from AFI. He said, AFI, what's that? Agnostic front impersonators? I like you, kid. You got smiling eyes. Jimmy's probably watching.
Jimmy G. Jimmy Hardcore Tattoo was watching for sure.
I don't know that I've ever told him.
That's incredible.
That's a good story.
Breaking news.
Agnostic front impersonator.
That was at the Ritz, I think.
Of course it was.
I think that was at the Ritz.
So let's talk early AFI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam's in the band from the jump.
Yes.
So it's you two.
Yeah.
You've got this beautiful lifelong
We're the
thing
ride or
together.
dies.
Is AFI your first band?
No.
Oh.
Not technically.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not reading my Substack?
I swear to God.
This is wild, because this is what you're asking me until I started this writing project that I do, which is cueing the past, memories of the past. So the more I work on it, the more it cues things.
Okay.
And I remembered something that I'd forgotten, which was having had a band that rehearsed 2 or 3 times in Catholic junior high school.
Oh.
That was, the intention was for it to be a heavy metal band.
Wow.
Yeah, we rehearsed 2 or 3 times. The goal was to play the Catholic school talent show.
So Megadeth.
Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue.
Ah.
Yeah, not Megadeth.
Okay.
Megadeth was brand new at this point. Oh, in fact, someone in the band had a Megadeth t-shirt, not I. But yeah, Megadeth was happening, but we weren't.
Not for you.
Not even close. Oh no, it was.
But
But we weren't. I see. I mean, these gentlemen are probably very talented.
But chop-wise.
They probably have chops now. Or who knows? Oh, you're fucking shit up.
You're doing great.
I was touching the mic.
Who cares? It'll sound funny.
Okay.
So let's talk early AFI. Because you said you were playing Gilman or surrounding areas 93 to 95 once a month.
Yeah.
So that would be pre-answer that?
Yes.
You're really forming your teeth locally.
Yeah. Okay. So we formed in 1991 in that town, which is 2 hours away from.
Me too.
You formed in 1991 as well. Yes, embryonically. We formed musically in 1991, and it was we were desperate to play Gilman Street because that's where we would go to see shows every weekend. We would drive 2 hours back and forth from this town to Berkeley to go to 924 Gilman Street, and that's where we wanted to play. Again, I could talk on and on about this for hours, but it wasn't until I moved there in 1993 that we really started getting shows, and at that time, I lived there, in 93, I lived there, and Adam lived in Santa Cruz, and Mark lived here. Not here, but in Pomona.
Wow.
Yeah, he was at Harvey Mudd. But in '93, but we would rehearse. We'd come together and rehearse and play shows. So it was more. We were definitely playing in '93 quite a bit, but it was '94, '95 that everyone lived in the Bay, and that's when we were playing a lot in our local scene, which was really a great time.
Yeah.
I was the flyer boy for Gilman Street. I hung with flyers, which allowed me entry into all shows.
Have you been there lately?
Oh, I'd like to. I'd like to go
It's
there.
the ethics are the same. You know,
That's
the
cool.
Vibe is beautiful.
That's
it's
cool.
still
I
the
know.
best.
I know a lot has changed about it. I was going to point out that back then there were only shows Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there was no toast. Do you know
Yeah,
Ryan from Living Eyes? He showed me that he has a piece of the wall, or maybe a door. They removed the door and put in double doors.
Oh.
So on the side. So I know that's different. I've never seen that.
Probably the office doors or something.
No, it's the doors that you would use to load
Like
in and
load
out.
out.
Oh, the side one.
And now it's a double door, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Right.
that's new to even us. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's recent.
Good for them.
Okay.
We
yeah.
both played there a
It's
handful
the
of
best.
times.
It's still the best.
still
Yeah, I'm so grateful for having come from that community for countless reasons. And once I was literally part of the collective, that's when we started to grow the fan base pretty quickly. And
The guy from Gilman, the flyer boy from Gilman's band.
You gotta check.
You gotta check. You gotta
yeah,
see.
it's Davies band. We all knew each. You know, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds trite, but everyone knew each
Yeah,
other.
of course.
Everyone would come to, most all the shows. Certainly, a lot of people didn't like us, as many do, just like us now, for various reasons. But there were more who did.
Okay, that's good.
So answer that was 95.
Answer that was '95.
Co-produced by Tim Armstrong.
Okay. Yes. That's a bit of an exaggeration on our part.
Sure.
Tim.
You're psyched, you know?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah, it was kind of Tim to allow us to give him that to give him that
Little
credit.
rub, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Tim stopped by. Tim made the mistake of stopping by to Art of Ears once or twice. Now, if I'm remembering this incorrectly, and Tim Armstrong says, "No, I did all this work," yes, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure he was kind enough to say, "Can we give you production credit?" I forgot about that entirely.
Oh, wow.
But what I did not forget about was Rancid's participation in helping us over and over
Yeah,
again.
they're singing on records. And
They gave us our the first time we ever got on the Gilman Street stage was at a Rancid show that we were not booked on.
Wow.
And so
Oh, that's good shit.
That's what we call hard work.
So yeah, that's true. it's not even lore, it's hard truth.
So,
Yeah.
did your mom really not let you have a mohawk?
Yeah, definitely not. But that's about my brother.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's the first person perspective of my little brother who's 8 years younger to the day.
I've met him as well.
Yes, you have.
Very, very kind.
Wonderful man.
Very kind.
Way better than me.
To the day.
To the
That's
day.
fascinating. That's beautiful.
To the day.
Was
yeah.
he listening to the Misfits every single day?
Has artistic liberty. I mean, he was by proxy. He was so that lyric.
Did you know that his brother is my second cousin, once removed?
I think I've heard about that from last week. Pretty cool.
Since we're doing the dive into the profound lyrics of Mohawk, as well as possibly others of the time, the lyric on that initially was, I think the opening line is, I may be 10 years old, right? Initially it was 8, because when the song was written, it was 8.
Oh.
So by the time the song got tracked 2 years later,
Yeah.
I nudged it to 10 because I felt it was more accurate.
Thank
But
God it's a single syllable, you know? 11 would have really ruined it.
He might have been 11, who knows? And I was just like, we got to use a single syllable.
okay.
I don't think so. I think he was actually 10, and I was listening to the Cramps and the Misfits as I, still am.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a completely different sound, different attitude.
Yes. Yes.
How do you ever revisit it? And what are your thoughts, if so?
No and yes. I revisited something off of that record, certainly. recently, yes. I can't remember exactly which, but I can assure you I have, because we are about to go, AFI is about to go on tour.
Yeah.
And when AFI tours, AFI selects our set list from a cache of, this time I think 72 songs.
Holy hell.
Last time was 62 songs.
22, you said 72? 28 more were syndicated.
72. 28 more were syndicated.
Yeah, let's get it.
I mean, we might actually have more than that at this point.
okay,
So
wait, I
there's
mean,
a couple that have gotten pushed in and out.
Some
but,
great B-sides, you know.
there are some B-sides. Yeah, there are some B-sides.
We'll
I don't know
get to
about
that.
great, but there are some B-sides.
I'll tell you about some great ones.
Yes. So sometimes when I have to, I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
But just in general, I'm not one to listen to.
Nostalgically.
Yeah.
No, I'm just not one to listen to music that I make recreationally.
I get that.
However, if we're gonna jump to now, I have been effusive with my poor friends who have to hear me talk about this. My relationship to the new AFI record is starkly different in that regard, and I've been trying to parse exactly why and how I'm feeling about it and what it means to me. But part of it is the way that I listen to it. It's a different experience than I've ever had before.
How so?
With listening, it's hard to explain.
You have an actual natural desire to just put it on.
When I put it on, it feels. Oh, this sounds outrageous. There's a metaphysicality to it, which I relate to it in this way that is.
Is it like out of body?
Yeah,
Like
both
I made
external and internal. It's hard for me to say because lyrically, it is so very much who I am and my perspective. It is entirely that. I suppose that it speaks so profoundly well of how I relate or am unable to relate to these utterly surreal and dystopic times, that it also takes it away from myself. Interesting. It's odd, it's hard for me to explain, but what that results in is a listening experience that's very different from me, and me enjoying listening to it every time I listen to it to rehearse for rehearsals, which are coming up.
And normally, you record something, by the time it's mastered, you're like, I
want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Well, Colin, you bring up a very practical point to my relationship with this album. And the way that AFI records in modern times, I don't spend near the amount of times listening to the songs as traditionally.
Yeah, Jade would have to.
Oh, definitely, definitely, exactly. Whereas in the past, you're right. Definitely, in the 90s, I will have heard those songs so many times, and that even works into the early 2000s. You hear it over and over again, you never want to hear it. So there is just a freshness in that regard, because a lot of
That's
these...
got to feel that.
It's good. It does when I like it, which is all the time.
Good. So after Answer That and Stay Fashionable.
After Answer That and Stay Fashionable,
This is when Nitro Records
now we're going to
comes
see the
along.
dawn.
Yeah.
You can stop me. Because I mean, if we're just right now after Answer That and Stay Fashionable, we're not keep going. You can stop me if you can be
I don't
interrupted.
wanna-
We don't want to talk
I
about that
wanna
anymore.
start.
Okay, so after Answer That and Stay Fashionable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nitro Records comes along.
Right. Yep.
Very proud of you. It's coming
Okay.
up next.
Yeah.
Hunter joins them.
Huge.
Well, not right away.
Does he join after that track?
Hunter joined in. Well, Hunter toured on Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes, which is the second Nitro release and the third AFI record.
Right.
And it was after that tour that that Hunter joined the band.
I see. I have just wrong information.
Mine's
So-
right.
But yeah, go on.
Very proud of you. Tell me what, when I say those words to you, what comes to mind?
Well, it was our first Nitro release, and the owner of that label very much insisted that we have a producer, whereas before we did not technically have a producer, despite Tim's credit.
Right.
However, if one were to point at someone who was producing, it would have been Andy Ernst, Andrew Lee of Art of Years Fame, who recorded all the Lookout records.
Yes.
That's an exaggeration, but many of the Lookout records, many of the most well-known and revered Lookout records are recorded by Andy Ernst, which is why we went there.
And you worked with him until
We worked with
2000?
him a lot. Yeah, we even, Adam would better answer this question. It does start to blur a little bit, but I think we recorded some tracks with him on Crash Love. I think.
really? Wow.
I think.
Oh,
I don't
that's
think
cool.
they. I don't think they made it, but I think it was our hope that they would have. But
That's
I
very
think
cool.
we tracked them a little bit on Crash Love, and he was really vying for us. He was going to Larry Livermore, which we really wanted to be on Lookout Records because that was our scene. That was the community. But Larry wouldn't have us, and we ended up signing to Nitro. Chris at Nitro Records liked AFI. The record labels did not like AFI. No one really wanted to sign AFI.
So Nitro was like, I guess.
Chris was the one who went to the owner and said, "We have to sign this man."
Wow.
And he really believed in us, and we signed to Nitro, but the owner wanted us to have a producer. And so it was the first time we worked with someone who we weren't really familiar with, and we were sent to a different studio than the Art of Ears with a different engineer and a producer. Oddly, it was still in Hayward. Do you know where Hayward is?
Yeah.
So it's bizarre
Yes, I do, actually.
that
Just there.
we still recorded in Hayward,
Yeah.
which is not near Berkeley or Oakland.
Right.
I mean, yes, it's closer to Berkeley and Oakland than it is Los Angeles,
Yeah.
but it's like way past the trains.
Right.
Like, the trains don't. It's past the end of the line. And so I remember that, and
So did the producer aspect paint a negative picture to the recording experience?
I mean, we weren't thrilled with how it sounded exactly. We liked the sound of the previous record more sonically. Our bass player at the time was insistent on putting all of those tracks, I can't tell you which they are, but all of the tracks that appear on Very Proud of Ya that had previously appeared on 7 inches, the rest of us didn't want to put on the record.
Yeah, and then you love doing that.
No, we don't.
You love recording these incredible songs and letting them exist on
Oh yes,
EPs.
I love doing that.
That.
Yes, that I
And
love.
that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you are so physical media minded, and as a physical media guy, I love that. But then you have all these people that don't know that synesthesia exists. You know?
Ironically, that's fine. I don't ever want to sing that song. It's too high.
It is high.
Ironically, the same gentleman who was insistent on putting all of those songs on that record on the CD that we had previously recorded in the new recorded versions, he too, I can't speak for how he feels now, but I would be shocked if he didn't really value, as he did then, the physical product and the exclusive music, and you can only go here to the 7-inch to get a song, and if you can't get it there, then you can't get it. Now, obviously, technology has really ruined
Yeah,
everything with this, but
But you're thinking like Smiths minded. You know, you got people where they have
Correct.
these
That's
unbelievable
exactly right.
B-sides.
Yeah.
that's exactly right. Exactly
I
right.
love to hear it.
That's where we're coming from, and I can't shake that. Like, I really enjoy that. Like, actually, there's a song that we recorded that is not on the upcoming AFI, and I keep fantasizing about
How to
you
get
know,
it
how
out
to
there.
get it.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, and
And Jade and I have talked about it a while, but I'm not sure that I don't think I think not everyone is happy with the song, so it probably won't
Interesting.
ever happen. Yeah.
But it's nice to know that you have a fan base that you can stick a song 20 minutes after silence on
Right.
a record, play it live,
And they
know.
find it.
and they know,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd forgotten about that until recently. Recently, when I had to review said song to make sure that
Understood.
I know it, which I did.
Me too.
I
You
did. We both
did?
know it. Can you sing it?
I'll try.
All right. If you're there, it's yours.
You did a music video for He Who Laughs Last. He Who Laughs Last.
That's correct.
Black eyes and all.
I've wanted to ask you about this since I was a teenager.
Okay.
Why the Goodfellas quote?
Big fans.
Just because.
We love Goodfellas. We love those movies. The work ethic.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's what was going on. The Reservoir Dogs. I mean, we were and are very inspired by cinema, by those films,
Yeah.
by
was-
Tarantino, by Scorsese, by now. I mean, if you look at the current song,
Mulholland
you hear
Drive is
you
all
hear
over
David
it.
Lynch references in it. The inspiration of different forms of art is something that we've always been lucky to have. Like we take from all different art forms and move to create, and so we decided to do the homage to to Goodfellas.
And apart from, I'll talk about the narrative in it a little bit, but apart from that, there's live shots that feature stage diving and dancing and people X'd up. Did you, how intentional was it to put this aspect of our thing,
Well,
onto the music video, or was that just natural? Was that a show? And that's just,
I mean, it was both.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
the intention was to create a live show and to capture the live show.
Fuck off!
And that's what the live show looked like at the time. However, this has been discussed before, but we'll discuss it again now. That video shoot was at the Berkeley Square, which was a great venue, which was where a lot of the hardcore shows were happening at the time when Gilman Street, they weren't happening as much there. Also, so Gilman Street, you weren't allowed to play at Gilman Street if you were on a major label.
Correct.
So,
They dropped that a couple times,
well, now yeah,
It's
but we
different.
can't even get into that. I mean, and like people, but at the time, that meant something. Although ironically, even then, it was very difficult to define. Everyone was like, "How do you define a major label? Well, if you're owned and distributed by a major, then it's a major." And then someone says, "Okay, but the definition is in the word is in the definition."
Right.
Like, what are we doing? What is a major?
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. So bands would play the Square. A lot of small bands who happen to have major label distribution or were on a major label, would play the Square. I saw Crash Worship there and Thrill Kill called there. Crash Worship used to play Gilman Street, but like the Industrial Acts would be there.
Sure.
Babyland would go both places. Anyway, they allowed us to do the video shoot there, and it was a free show. It was a free video shoot, but in '96 we weren't that big. We weren't big enough to really pack the Berkeley Square. Certainly not on a Tuesday afternoon.
Sure.
I think maybe it held like 700.
Wow.
Yeah, I think. But we had free pizza. So there was like free soda and free pizza as provided by the director. And that's right. So all these people came who, like, I remember seeing crust punks and anarcho punks there who definitely hated us, and they would come and eat pizza and they left.
I believe
so,
RJ considered himself paid with pizza to be at this show.
paid by pizza.
Paid by
Yeah,
pizza.
okay,
Paid
see,
via
yeah,
pizza.
yeah, fake fan. But you can see him.
Yeah,
you
big
could,
time.
You could see RJ and Jeremy, another person who speaks very highly of you guys. Jeremy Lux from Dispute, flying through the air. But what I want to be clear about is that those gentlemen were diving into 100 people.
Oh, wow.
So,
Kinda scary.
I'm very, very dangerous behavior.
Yeah.
Very, very, very dangerous.
It looks awesome.
It does, and they did great, and I'm ever grateful for that.
Also, my first band with the drummer of Harm's Way is my best friend, my Adam. We started bands in his garage,
Adam's in your band.
and the first name was File 13, named after yours.
Get out.
Yep.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
And here we are.
And here we are.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to read something after this.
I certainly will.
I'm serious. After this, you're gonna
This
have to
Substack's
sit with
gone.
my phone, and you're gonna have to read something for like 4 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Easy.
Okay,
Jade is on backing vocals, so I'm very proud of you.
that's right.
He's just peripherally there the whole time.
I mean, I wouldn't call that peripherally.
Well, I mean, he's there, but he's
He was
not.
very involved in the
but
gang vocals. In fact, Jake Puget will tell you that doing vocals on that record, I've heard him say this many times, raised his voice. He said he damaged his voice so bad doing those high backing vocals, but afterwards he had a bigger range.
That's a miracle.
I think so.
That's
I
great.
think so.
You're welcome.
I think so.
Jade.
So Jade Puget, as
Yes.
you probably know, was in a band called Loose Change,
Okay.
which is the band on the flip side of the first day of 5/7" Dork.
Dork. Yes.
So Adam and I had known Jade.
Jade.
Had known Jade.
44.
Wait.
Yeah.
since we were in high school.
Okay.
So the connection was always there.
Always.
And it never dawns on you to just have him included before
Be a 5-piece at some
before
point.
not being a 4-piece?
No. No.
Couldn't disrupt the symmetry.
It never would have crossed our mind. Two guitars wasn't at the time something that would make any sense for the type of music we were
I mean, to
playing.
this day, you feel that way. So
Well, to this day, we definitely do not need another person, but I think, Jade layers guitars. Modern AFI music
sure.
is far more
but even
layered
live,
than...
I mean, he's all over. He knows what he's doing.
Another guy
is-
would just get in the way.
I say this, I've said this multiple times, but it's always true. He is one of the most talented people I've ever met. He's unbelievable.
He's one of the most talented people I've never met. I call him.
Like Martin Gore.
Exactly.
See,
You nailed
Yeah.
it. You always nail it.
very similar.
Shut your mouth and open your eyes.
Okay, 1997.
This is
Now Hunter's in the band.
Now
for
Hunter,
real.
well,
After the
Hunter
tour,
after
right?
the tour.
tracked
man.
the record.
Okay.
Hunter tracked the record, but officially became a member after the tour.
Okay.
Hunter was in the Force.
So 3 out of 4 of the current AFI lineup are now we're here.
Correct. Now we're here. Yeah.
So you get Hunter in, are you feeling like this is my guy?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
Very much so. Hunter was so good, is so good. Again, a talent. I mean, the musicianship of that man, he can play.
It's crazy.
He plays everything. And he's...
Fuck.
Play this, yep.
And Adam's
You know.
really good too. We wanted to clarify.
Of course. Of course. We're talking about new members.
Yeah, no, right.
We're talking
Adam's
about the new
always
guys.
been good. and
We're
that's the
talking
whole-
about the new
ones.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very clear when we were touring with Hunter. Honestly, like how that went down was Hunter was in the Force. My really dear friend Matt Wedgley, who was Wedge Records, put out the Fly in the Ointment 7-inch.
Okay.
We were really close friends, and we knew him from the Circus Tents. We used to cover this hardcore band from Grass Valley called the Circus Tents, made famous by Billy Joe Armstrong in the Gilman Street days, having their sticker on his guitar.
Okay.
Probably.
That'll
I
do
saw him play that guitar.
You know the guitar,
Yeah,
right?
I know the guitar.
It's that guitar.
He whips it out for one song
Okay.
on the at all the stadiums.
Yeah, you
Pretty
could
cool.
probably spy the Circus Tent sticker still if
Cool.
you
The
look for
Gilman
it.
one is like front and center. Right
Have you
there.
ever heard the Circus Tents?
No.
Try to find it.
Okay.
It's
Here it is.
really great. Matt went on to do The Force, also a really fantastic hardcore band that had Hunter in it. Now, one of my greatest regrets, the way that I handled the situation, like I don't have a lot of regrets in life, but one of my regrets in life was how I handled the Hunter situation. I told myself what I knew wasn't true. I told myself that the way that my friend disparaged his own band and said it was a fake band and didn't matter, I told myself that that was true. And I knew that wasn't true. So I didn't talk to Matt before we asked Hunter to join the band. Now I know Hunter is his own man, and that's a different conversation.
Sure.
But I knew I should have brought it up to my really close friend at the time, and so we asked Hunter to join the band, and he said yes. And I was telling myself what I told Matt when he called me and broke up with me. Rightfully so. That Hunter said he could do both, and he's like, "Fuck you, man. You know this is gonna break up the band. Fuck it. You broke up my band," and he forgave me.
Okay. Good.
But that was a life.
That's not fun
I've
to
never
hear.
done anything like that. I've never done anything like that before nor since. And I knew it was
you haven't
wrong.
needed to.
I knew I was wrong at the time. What'd you say?
You haven't needed to.
Maybe I have, and I chose not to.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it true that while tracking Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes, you bloodied your hands from...
Oh, all the time.
You do that all the time?
Yeah, that's really frequent. I historically keep my nails pretty long. They're not quite so long right now, but when I actually recently, on one of my recent views of The Lost Boys here at Brain
At
Dead
the beautiful
Studios
Brandon
Fairfax,
Studios patio that we're on right now. Thank you so much for
I recognized that it was the scene where David is reaching out was it Sam? It might have been one of the Frog Brothers, but they had just killed Marco, and they're running, and he reaches out into the light, and his hand catches on fire because it hits the sun, but you can see his beautiful long nails.
Is it Alex Winter in that scene?
Alex is dead.
Oh, Alex.
That's
oh, yeah,
Marco.
he gets.
Yeah. Marco
Gets got in
killed.
the kitchen or something?
No, Marco gets killed in the cave.
Oh, nothing. That's all.
And we're in the cave. We're in their stinky sleeping place.
Oh,
The
yes,
coffin. This
you
whole
get-
thing is
yes.
a coffin.
That's right.
So, but you see Kiefer Sutherland's beautiful long nails there then in 1987. From then on, I did my best to have beautiful long nails. If you look back at certain periods of photos or something, you can see those are all my real nails.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
One of that's all Kiefer.
Yeah.
Everything comes from somewhere.
David. I mean, I said Kiefer, but I mean, Kiefer probably didn't keep long
David.
nails. They were probably fake nails,
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
come to
Yeah,
think about
probably.
it.
Wanted to ask you about that. About
Fake nails?
in a sense, fashion. Your eye for an image and a look. You were always very distinct. I would say from pretty early days within
Thanks.
the band and on through today. Like, did you? How do I put this? Did you?
Intention. Is it
Yeah.
intention?
What was your intention? Did you present yourself in a certain way to piss people off? Did you do it because you were just doing you?
When?
Yeah. Let's say the first. We'll go with like the kind of devil lock look at first. So around this era and a little before probably.
Give me a year because people use the word devil lock and I'm not exactly
Okay.
sure which. Like what? Give me a year.
95, 97.
So the Eddie Munster.
There we go.
And the. No, I wasn't trying to piss people off at all.
You were just doing
No, I
doing
was
you.
just dressing the way that I really prefer to look.
Yeah.
Which. The way I've looked has pissed people off since I was able to look the way I want to look.
Right.
It
You
always
might
has.
as well
Fuck.
just-
To this day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, do you get a sense of enjoyment out of that?
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it is fascinating.
They're calling this cult leader Davey.
Okay. Well, it's
I
funny,
like that.
it's funny you should say that. Okay, here's something that the public doesn't know, but Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
Excuse me, sir. Cut that, Steve.
LIP.
LIP.
baby.
Live in power,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Stay in a lane. It was Lane's birthday, and I'm
Yeah.
all confused.
Oh, okay.
We
It
were
was
just
just
talking
his
about it.
birthday. We were just talking about it.
So, admittedly, I'm more familiar with Jerry Cantrell, the man, than the legend.
Okay.
And I know very little about Lane,
Okay.
as much as the popular.
singer.
Sure. Yeah, that I knew.
You should check it out.
That I knew. That I knew. I hadn't seen Jerry in a while, a few years, and I was at his house for a function, and I walked in.
Hit me. Send it to me.
I walked in wearing this exact outfit.
This exact outfit.
Exact outfit.
Rapturous applause.
We get the Cantrell treatment.
Exact outfit. Exact outfit. Brain dead shoes. Same accessories. Same caftan.
What did Jerry say?
Jerry said, "Oh man, Dave, it's great to see you, man. You're always changing it up. I love how you look. I mean, what is this? You look like a 60s desert sex cult."
See, he knows.
And it sat with me, the 60s desert sex cult, because I was considering at that point, losing the braids.
Oh.
And that language moved me.
Yeah. That would take the sex out. You know?
I was on. It would take the sex out.
Yeah.
It would take the cult out.
You got to keep it.
Then we're just 60s. Desert, all gone.
Yeah.
It takes it all out.
Yeah.
And it sat with me subconsciously. I'm not kidding. I'm not like. doing
Thank
a
you,
bit.
Jerry.
And I was on cardio. And when you're in the flow state, you gentlemen
you're
know
just-
whether it's music or cardio, things come in and out. And
What's your
that,
cardio
That
choice
come in at this
these
point.
days?
Let's just embarrass it. Let's not. I'm a walker.
Oh, me too.
I'm a
fine.
fast
The
walker.
skinniest I ever was. I'm talking. I'd walk by, people would go, "Oh my God, who's that skinny man?"
Who's that wisp?
Just walking.
Walking, yeah. Steps.
18, 20 miles a
Walking
day,
on an
but
incline, not touching the thing is very hard.
It was very hard.
You can't touch the thing
No, I don't touch it. Yeah, you can't touch the thing.
because then you're not
Are
inclined.
they there?
That's everyone. That's you.
Okay. That's me.
That's you.
And that's you guys?
We're
Yeah.
far away.
Not
over.
you guys. Y'all.
That's
But yeah, that's
the
that.
royal.
Y'all folk out there. Y'all folk.
Don't touch the incline.
But yeah, I was on cardio. That language came back to me, and it caused an endorphin reaction, a positive endorphin reaction. And then I recognized that, and I thought, oh, this is where we're at. And this is where we're at.
We got something here.
We really are.
Yeah.
But my looks are intentional. My looks are an amalgamation of artists that have inspired me and looks that have inspired me throughout my whole life, or style that simply appeals to me in one way or another. And we could spend. You guys know Linus Garcia is interesting. He wrote this to me. He said you could have a conversation. He's an artist from DC who was in a band called Bar Fight. But he did a lot of the AFI artwork for great AFI T-shirts. I think he did an album cover, but he did do a beautiful cover for Son of Sam.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay, we'll talk about that when we get there. But I mean, we could really have a long conversation about style and or fashion and the specific looks. And sometimes it's an act of aggression.
Or rebellion almost.
Hey, fuck you. This is
From
me.
a norm, you know?
I would call it aggression more than rebellion.
Even better.
Yeah, sometimes there are like actual statements being made. In my mind.
Yeah.
One might be able to theorize on what those are or aren't, but that again would be a very long conversation. But fundamentally, I just really enjoy expressing myself visually.
Yeah.
And visuals mean a lot to me.
That got you into punk, you know?
Correct.
Right.
Like you said, it was the image of those teens that I found enthralling first, and then the music even more so. So it really imparted a lot to me. Go on.
Speaking of Jade having a crazy high voice, he did the backing tracks on Single Second on this record.
Yes, I mean Jade is on. Is he not on Answer That and Stay Fashionable? I think Jade might have sung backing vocals all the way through to joining the band.
I've got it starting on Very Proud of You, but
Right, but I'm just saying.
You're probably right. I mean, if you guys are looking at the track, but
I'm saying
yeah,
he's singing the Memories, Dull My Senses part, which is.
is that him or is that Nick 13?
Oh, the Memories part?
Yeah.
That's Nick.
Okay.
Oh, that is Nick.
That is Nick.
Look at that. So we looked it up because that was always one of those like.
You
I
looked it
think
up, and I told you.
I looked it up and he told me, and he said I was wrong. I wasn't.
Do you have any kind of relationship with Nick and Tiger Army today? I feel
Oh
like
man, I haven't spoken to Nick or seen him in a long time, but yeah, Nick would come in with Nick, Jade, Fritch, who is our tour manager.
Still.
Currently was our merch guy, but was first on backing vocal duty before he was any of that.
Wow. That's a good pipeline, merch to tour manager.
great.
He would come in and do backing vocals. The backing vocals were so high that it demanded people who were rare.
Vocalists.
Yeah. People and Fridge was the lead in the high school musical, the first high school musical I was in.
And your
He was
ensemble?
lead. I was kind of a lesser character. It was Lil Abner.
Oh well.
Do you know the play?
I know Lil Abner.
So I can't. So I always misname my character, but Fritch was Lil Abner.
Okay.
I was the shisty salesman that had an attractive young woman in a shower curtain that I would use to stun people.
Sure.
Her name was Stupefying Jones. I think she was my wife. I was something Jones.
We'll never
I was like
forget.
Freewheeling Jones.
Okay. Do you have a favorite musical?
Oh yeah, I guess I don't really have favorites
You don't think
of things,
Okay.
but I forget that it's a musical. But decidedly, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it made me up.
Yours
Great
is
answer.
yours
Mine's Little Shop.
is Little Shop. Yeah.
Different
Also
horror.
phenomenal.
Yeah. The songs. Suddenly Seymour. I can't think about
Lovably,
it.
I know. Suddenly Seymour.
I'll sing the whole thing.
I like Tommy.
Standing beside
Tommy would be my
me. I mean, there's so many great, and we're living within the rock and roll musical right now. But I do like, I love I love cabaret. You know, I'm actually going to see and Juliet this week.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I'm really, and I think it's all Max Martin songs, right? Are you familiar with Max Martin?
Yeah.
Right? Is it Max Martin? I think so. Which he's
It's not Andrew Lloyd Webber,
he's
so
a
it's got to be
goddamn
Max
hit writer.
Martin, right?
I think they do.
It's one or the other. Yeah. Black Sails in the Sunset.
Oh, hold on. Real
Oh,
quick.
God, please.
The Fire Inside EP,
Uh-huh.
which is very important to me.
Okay, thank you. I wonder if you're going to bring up what I just strangely brought up today.
Oh, wow. Let's see. I have a couple things. A, I like studied the layout of this
Okay.
because I was fascinated with it. You're in a
truck.
your ride's here.
Yeah.
Rebels.
You're in a straight edge Star Wars shirt.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
I think over a dress or a skirt of some kind. Because something is like
Something is
combining your
flowing.
legs. But you're X the fuck up
Yeah.
in a Star Wars straight edge shirt, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's like a floor show. Like,
Yes.
it's awesome.
I think you're correct. I think all of those things are correct.
Perfect.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I think,
Just straight.
I really, now that I've never thought about that in years, or haven't thought about that in years, but now that you say it was a floor show, I'm almost certain it was a floor show.
It
Where
looks
it
like-
was, I don't know. There's no credit for that. Do you know who, did you happen to remember who took the photos?
I did read her name. I did not write it down. I
I
believe
wonder
it
if it
was.
was BJ.
I wonder.
Do you know who BJ Pappas is?
Oh, of course, legend.
Yeah. It might have been BJ.
She took the iconic the fisheye stick it all photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a
She's,
pick.
what a wonderful woman. So
Legend.
Now-
True legend.
On this EP, you covered the Hanging Garden, and you covered Demonomania. I want to use this as a segue to talk about the Misfits with you,
Okay.
but I
I'm
also
gonna derail it though. Watch. Go ahead.
okay.
Not on purpose, but because of.
I like that this is like the ultimate foreshadowing,
Okay.
especially for later AFI. The Cure and the influence, I would say, is pretty apparent.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
for the next stage after this, the Misfits influence is definitely there.
Okay.
I would like to believe.
Yes, of course.
I choose
of course.
to believe.
Of course. Of course.
So, were you just really feeling those songs at the time, or were you sending a
So
message?
check it out.
Yeah.
The Misfits are one of the many bands that we would play at rehearsal. We would cover at rehearsal and sometimes cover live for years. Growing up, and when we started the band, we started by playing covers. We didn't start by writing originals, we started by
course.
playing covers. We had many Misfit songs in that list of covers that we would do. There some that we brought to stage were Misfits, Negative Approach. I think the first show that we played, which was comprised almost entirely of covers, I think had Descendants, Black Flag, no Misfits, I don't think.
They were basically it was the floor punches.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we covered Floor Punch. And so we all, original AFI, love the Misfits, original AFI, love the Cure. There are a lot of bands that we love that were so distant from anything that we could imagine performing that we never even attempted to cover. With the Cure, by '97, we were feeling a little bit more confident,
Okay.
and we said, let's cover a Cure song. I think I initially suggested let's go to bed, and we couldn't figure that out. And then maybe it was Mark that suggested Hanging Garden, and I mean, again, you can't miss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right.
so we decided on Hanging Garden and Neat 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 by the Damned.
Oh.
So we went into the Art of Ears, and I often wonder if Andy has any sort of record of this, sonic record of it. But we tried, the plan was to cover Neat Neat Neat. We rehearsed it, and we thought we were playing it well. But when we went to track it, all of those boys kept saying, this is not it, or
Wow.
this is not sounding right, this is not sounding. And the singer's like, what?
Yeah. Sure.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
do it
I
better.
didn't even get to, I don't know if I got this.
You couldn't have.
I would love to.
Andy.
I would love to. But I don't, most likely I never tracked a vocal, especially because vocals were last.
Sure.
So we aborted Neat 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 during the process, but we wanted 4 songs on the EP, not 3. And we're like, what are we gonna do?
We know this one.
Let's cover one of the. What's interesting is I don't think we were covering that at the time.
Picked it.
Mark I'm pretty sure it was Mark who said, let's do Demonomania, I know it. And everyone's like, all right. And I'm like, Demonomania?
Yeah.
Deep cut on Earth AD.
But
Wolf's Blood.
But we well, no, it's not even that. It's like, but
We're flushing these ones.
Yeah, but we play
Yeah.
Children in Heat. We play Teenagers.
Yeah.
And there it is. And what I was talking about today is that this EP is unavailable to stream.
Yeah, I found that out today.
Which is annoying. So I wrote an email about that.
Oh, good. I have.
Yeah. Did you get it? I wrote it to you. You didn't open it.
It must have gone to my spam.
Okay, so if you could do something about that,
I'm gonna
and
look
could
into
you
it.
like add neat to the record?
Yeah. We'll finish it. We're gonna finish
How
it.
about this? Shot out of a cannon. Top 4 Misfit songs. Mount Rushmore, your 4 favorite. I know.
Hybrid Moments.
Love it.
Let's see.
That was instant.
Yeah, because
It's
that's easy. That Hybrid Moments.
It's hard to sing. Harder to sing than people think.
I find that one easier
Really?
to
I mean,
sing
you got that
than
beautiful-
something.
beautiful,
Well, thank
sexy,
you,
smooth,
but
buttery rain.
that's more in my wheelhouse than say.
That's
No, the other ones are much higher. Cause
Hybrid's the one where I'm like, the whole
if you're gonna scream with me.
I'm not you, I'll never
Will
be
this
you.
blackness never end? Is it higher than? If you're gonna scream with me.
That's it.
Will this blackness never end? But compared to like. So listen, I don't know, but we played with AFI played with the Misfits.
Yeah.
With Glenn.
Right.
A couple years ago, and that's the first time I've ever seen him. That was the first time, and Glenn's up there, and Adam and I are standing outside the stage, and they play all their songs, which
Every
are
single
all
one.
hits,
Yeah.
Every single
and
one.
Glenn's singing them, and I'm singing along because I know every word, to every song,
Yeah.
pretty much, I think, and fuck. That is very, very difficult to sing.
Crazy.
And our guy missed nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't cheat. Wasn't dropping notes. Wasn't dropping words. All that fucking
Yeah.
shit.
And like,
he was doing that.
you need help with that.
High.
You know?
Yeah, hi.
High. But I think that I think the more. I don't know necessarily Night of the Living Dead or Astro Zombies, but that maybe the Walk Among Us world is fucking high. Astro Zombies is great.
That's
unbelievable.
I mean, we can do this
It's unbelievable.
His songwriting is.
I think if there's,
is unparalleled.
I got some theories. Selling soul, etc. That thing's long gone.
Selling Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, you think the devil's
Devil's
involved?
gone all in.
There's definitely a devil.
I think they
He's
gave the devil was like, listen, I'm not gonna give you anybody else the chops, so you're gonna have
It's
to.
just you.
You and Bobby Steele are gonna have to make some stuff work for a while.
It's wild, like, to really contemplate the music that he created in the world that he created with that melody in those years, and
Like,
his
from
Walk Among Us
what?
an Oi record.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yes. So, but we're not dealing with Blitz, who fucking, oh my God, Blitz is amazing.
Yeah.
But, it's interesting. It kind of parallels Bad Religion
Yeah.
in a way on the West Coast. Who
Interesting.
Yeah, we should talk about Bad Religion on Hardcore Show because they
That's
do
my
not
shit.
get the credit that they deserve.
I've been saying maybe.
Been
Oh,
champion.
you do it?
Oh,
Okay, good.
God.
Someone should, because huge. That's another band that we could have probably pulled out.
That makes a
there
lot
in
of
this
sense.
So
studio.
how could hell be any worse was big for you?
Yeah, I mean, we listened to How Can Hell Be Any Worse over and over and over again. What a fucking record. And then, of course, Suffer had just come out not long before we formed. Oh, I guess they
No
were.
Control was.
Yeah. No Control was like right when we formed.
Generator was 91.
Right after. Yeah,
or
okay, so
92.
all right
Yeah.
before.
Wow.
Yeah, we all went to see Bad Religion together.
Oh, yeah, Against the Grain too.
We went to see, it was really fun on the Generator tour. Shortly after Generator came out, Epitaph had released that 8084. Have you seen this
Yeah.
record or listened to it? So 8084 is, as you'd expect, songs from 1980 to 1984, all these B-sides and unreleased songs
Is
and
Into
different
the Unknown
versions.
on that?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't on the version that we saw. It was all that early melodic hardcore. And so when we saw the Generator tour, they were also promoting the 8084 record.
So it was just banger after
So it was fucking crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Generator's probably my favorite.
It bangs.
I had a conversation with Brett recently where we were talking about hardcore.
Which Brett? Oh, Brett.
Brett,
Sorry,
yeah,
not
Mr.
Brett.
Mr. Brett. And he said, well, we were talking about hardcore, and he said, I was hardcore in 81.
Right.
And I said, you were hardcore in 92.
That's true.
Brother.
Damn.
That's true.
Generator.
Pretty good.
But he meant.
He-Man.
I was the first wave.
Yeah. He's Valley.
Did he come on the show?
Valley. He went to the Rancid Green Day show.
Oh, so you weren't publicly talking
No.
about it.
That was
Privately talking about it. So you're probably making it up.
Yeah.
He does
That
that.
never happened.
Here it is.
I'd be lying.
As I said, I've been making up everything
Take it over.
Black Sail.
in the sunset.
First there was an EP, but
Yeah.
True.
Jade,
you guys in the EP.
Jade's in the band now.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
Yeah, Mark Lee.
This is like
Yeah.
the AFI sound
Yeah.
is reborn here.
Yeah.
When I say
The
Black
AFI sound is born. It's
Yeah.
reborn and born, and,
Yeah.
and it's born in that what the majority of people associate AFI with is born with.
and these four people are in the band.
Yeah.
Like, and does it feel like, okay, finally I've got mine. This is it.
Yeah, I mean, it felt wonderful creating. The sound was, as you can see, unlike anything we had done before, and it really felt that we were able to achieve more artistically than we'd ever been before, express ourselves in ways that we wanted to, that we'd never expressed before. There was so much tumult within the band in those years prior to Jade that could have pushed and pulled the band in different directions, and directions that I didn't necessarily want to go in. It wasn't artistic differences that split, that made the guys leave. That wasn't the reason. I would let those men tell you what they were, but they wouldn't cite that. If they did, it wouldn't be true. But
How collaborative is this turning point? Or is this Jade being like, guys, trust me?
no, hugely collaborative.
Okay.
We were talking about it today. He has a chord that starts
His
on
chord.
the Jade chord. It's like a bar chord,
Yeah.
kind of some open strings, and
It's the Halloween chord.
that to me is the guitar sound of the band from then on.
So as I had mentioned, Adam and I had known Jade for years, and I knew what a phenomenal songwriter he is, and what a phenomenal guitarist he is. And when it came time that we needed a guitarist, I said, we try to get Jade. And at the time, he had already moved to Berkeley. He was going to UC Berkeley.
Is he living with you?
I was living in
your room?
in that tiny room below the stairs, so I would stay elsewhere
Okay.
while he was staying there. And so, Adam and I spoke with Hunter and said, can we try this guy, please? You gotta trust us on this. And he said, yeah, sure. So I remember asking Jade on the balcony of that frat house cum squat that we all lived in Berkeley on
You want to be
Chan.
in the band?
Yeah, no, we were both on the balcony.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We were probably both on the balcony because someone else was sleeping on the floor. Skinhead Rob lived there for a while. Various people would live on the floor of that room. But yeah, I remember the first time we wrote together for Black Sails. It was beneath the stairs. He was sat on my box spring that I slept on beneath the stairs, and I was sitting on the floor. And he had his acoustic guitar, and he came with an idea. And
Malleus?
yeah, it was Malleus, and he played. It was just the chorus, and he had "We all begin to burn." He had that lyric too, so I didn't write that word.
Oh wow.
That was his. He doesn't get credit for that lyric. He sang "We all begin to burn," and
But he didn't go, aha! And that's why you get the credit.
He did not. But I took that lyric, moving from that lyric, then said, "Autumn's flame dances in my eyes," and we fill that in, and then from there. But we had it's interesting. Silver Believes the Black Sun, which we'll get to probably, which is AFI's current record. We had a point in conversation about what we wanted that record to be.
Musically or emotionally, or
Musically,
okay,
and thereby emotionally,
Yeah.
but not lyrically.
okay.
I've taken no advice. I ask for no input on
got it,
lyrics. I'm sure much is needed. But
Except for the chorus.
Except for the one.
Maui.
oh well, to be fair, yeah. We could get that. But we'll get to that. But oh shit. Okay, I forgot what I was saying, but now I remembered. We had a very pointed conversation about the path we were going to take on the creation of a new AFI record. I think the only and other time that anything was expressly said about what we were going to do with AFI was when Jade Puget joined the band. He sat down and before we wrote, or maybe it was on the same day that he brought Malleus, but he said, hey, how would you feel about putting a little bit of melody back into the songs? I kind of miss that. And I said, cool. So that's...
As melody back.
If you listen to Shut Your Mouth,
It's
it's
Yeah.
actually less.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Silver Blazes Black.
sorry.
So but that's the distance. So the only other time, so
Right.
Black Sails
Yeah.
has something in common.
So this is
Gotcha.
Jade as a fan.
This is
being
Jade
like,
as a fan. In
gotcha.
fact, he might have even said that.
Fast.
He might have even said as a fan. But I needed no convincing simply because I was so familiar with his ability and so familiar with his background that I just knew whatever that meant to him was going to be something good. I also have to understand that when Jade Puget was saying, let's add some melody back in, I know he means Husker Du and Making Ray Gun and Bad Religion and Descendants and not something nefarious that was happening at the time in a world that some people use punk to describe.
Right.
Sure. Gotcha.
Yeah.
We speak often about
I just want
the musical evils in the world.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
This record, speaking of melody, has kind of your first real ballad with God Called Me 16.
Oh, right. It
You
is.
know?
I mean, a ballad is
You know what I mean?
technically a love song.
Okay.
But yes.
Sonically.
Sonic ballad. Yeah.
Yes, a slow, melodic.
Pretty,
Thank you.
sad.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. Oh, it was my favorite song on the record.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. It was, well, to be honest, yes, that and Clove Smoke were to me, those were the most exciting songs on those records to me, and to this day are probably still my favorite songs on that record. As I said, I don't go back and listen, so I haven't listened to Black Sails in a long time.
It's good. It's still good.
Thank you.
We listened to it today.
I did.
Emotionally, I know I like that record.
Okay.
You should.
And it's not something that, like, if that wasn't so utterly dangerous for me to sing, and if I weren't so terrified of being unable to sing ever again, I wouldn't be adverse to playing those songs more. I don't dislike those songs. And don't get me wrong, I don't really need to go play fast screaming songs, but I'm not.
But you still like fast screaming songs.
I don't know. I know you just said that, and I know that's countering just what I said. Though I still have a relationship with those songs.
Yeah.
I don't know that I guess I like. Yes, I like fast screaming songs. I guess if I have a, to be clear, if I have an emotional relationship with them, then yes. So when I mentioned I listen to Marky Ramone's radio show, which is a lot of fast, aggressive songs, all of which I'm always excited to hear. Because I have an emotional relationship with them.
And you're so physical media minded still, even at this time. You just said God Called It Sick Today is your favorite song on the record.
Yeah.
You have no hesitation putting it at the end.
Oh,
and like that's how music could work.
right. Well, because we still to this day, coming from how we grew up,
He's hitting it.
He's in.
it's hitting the notes.
It's coming.
Coming from how we grew up, we experienced records.
Yeah.
Experience.
So we
We talk
experienced
about this all the time.
I am hesitant to talk about it because I don't want to be the old man.
No.
But-
just about the composition of a record,
Right.
And how sad it is that first track is kind of your de facto single, last track is kind of forgotten about. You know, it's
Where
sad.
it's that you're supposed to put the thing that makes them want to start it over at the end.
Yeah.
Midnight
It's-
Sun, you hid at the end.
We
there.
hid Midnight Sun, yeah. We
Because
hid
you
Midnight
could.
Sun. because we could. Hidden tracks for fun.
Yeah.
We did it because it was fun. You know.
Yeah.
And the records were an entire story, if not a literal story, if not a step-by-step narrative. It was a body of music that worked together, and records are what made us want to make music. Records, full length
singles.
records.
Who cares?
We have
Yeah.
favorite records, and sometimes those records were actually compilations, and we didn't know they were
Yeah,
records.
right, of course.
You know, actually, I said that without really thinking of one in particular. But if you, is it Convenience or Death? Do you know the Stead Kennedy's compilation?
I didn't actually know that was a compilation.
Yeah, it's a compilation.
The
Right, Colin?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
It's
yeah,
a
I think I
collection
found
of
out,
singles and
I found out a few
Maybe
years
the
after.
French
Yeah, it's singles collection, or like the Minor Threat
Demise,
singles.
Backlash. You know all about that one.
Oh man, I was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm embarrassed.
No.
But the Minor Threat singles collection.
Yes.
Yeah. Singles collection. I thought
Nobody
that was a Minor Threat
thinks
record.
of that yet.
Yeah.
Cassette, to be clear, in my hands, it was a cassette. I didn't have.
Bulldoze, the final beatdown.
Yeah.
You know, Black Sails is this beautiful new collaborative experience with Jade. How do you feel at the time just listening back to the record first? It's a completely different experience from any AFI.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, we were so. We have a tendency historically to just release things we love.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. I didn't feel. I was so attached to what we were creating. I'm always very attached to the music we create, and thereby, by the time it's done, it's something that I'm just really happy with and so excited to have people be able to listen to and hopefully relate to in some way. That record, people didn't know what to do with it. People were
Black
really-
Sails.
Oh,
I can see that.
it was. Like,
But now it's the turning point.
it relatively quickly turned into the fan favorite record. But when it came, the record label owner was like, quote unquote, I don't get it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Moving on.
All Hollows. Well, the record label owner got All Hollows because he covered a song off of All Hollows.
They played it in a movie.
Yeah, put it in a movie.
AFI put out 2 EPs and an LP all in 1999. The last one being the All Hollows EP.
Okay. Those are, so Fire Inside was 99 too?
The Black Sails EP.
Oh, but that's cheap.
Yeah, I'm counting. It's just crazy to.
There is a B-side on it, right?
There's
Yeah.
a B-side
Is it
on it.
Who Knew?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't either.
But
Sounds like you did.
this
No,
is
I don't.
speaking more to the mindfulness of putting out physical media, putting stuff out, having something going. All Hallows feels like, I have this question, I hope it makes sense. Was it written as a standalone in its own right? Was it
Yes.
written as a follow-up to Black Sails? Or was it written as a prologue to The Art of Drowning? Because I could see each one of those things being...
Artwork is very more in line with Art of Drowning.
Boy, Destroy the World is
Yeah.
pretty, you know?
So it wasn't as strategic as that.
Okay.
It was just an exercise in fun.
Okay.
The secret fourth in it.
Yeah. If I must choose one of the two, which I needn't, but I will, it would be a preface, if anything, but only because it was just further along in what we perceive to be time
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
right.
growth. And so at the time that I suggested, hey, why don't we try to write an EP and put it out for Halloween? Have fun.
So put a thing out, put a fun
Put a
thing
thing
for
out for
Halloween.
Halloween. Something which I kind of regret. I mean, we were just having fun.
Sure. And now you're a Halloween.
Now we're a Halloween band forever.
Really?
Certified autumn music forever.
Love Halloween.
Yeah, of
Don't
course.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
did not suspect
Yeah.
that if we put, you got to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so the label again, the villainous label,
Yeah.
didn't want to do it, right? Because they're working in the world of producers and whatever, and we want to behave like we have always behaved, which is punk, fun, music, 7-inch, do what you feel like, right? Hey, we want to do this. What? yeah, will you put it out? You're our label. Well, yeah, we just want to record four songs and okay, but we're only going to press 1,000 on vinyl, and we're not going to put it out on CD. So that gives you the tone of what was going on. But then,
and then he covers the song.
But
puts
then,
it in the
yeah,
movie.
so
Tony
then later,
Hawk 3 comes along.
So we write it and we put it out, and then the 1,000 blow out, and so then they repress, and then lo and behold, hey guys, we will press this on CD. Great, cool.
Yeah, no shit.
We'll bring them on tour and sell them like we did every record on your label, every single unit. But. Yeah, so it was just an exercise in good times.
These songs are so
season of good times. Thank you very much. That's Jade and I. So the idea was we wanted it to be done in time for Halloween.
Sure.
We wanted it to be generally seasonally themed and autumnal. Sure. We went to Alan Forbes, who had done the cover for Black Sails in the Sunset perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah. And said, Alan. And he said, we got this. And he's, here you go. There's the cover. Perfect. Great. And so we really only wrote, this was at a time when we weren't in the behavior that we are in the past decade, or possibly even a bit more, of writing far, far, far more songs than end up on a record.
Yeah.
We just wrote those songs. We wrote, I think we wrote Total Immortal first.
Okay.
No, we probably wrote Fall Children first.
I mean, that's
right. Yeah, we probably wrote Fall Children first. Jay just started that riff, and I mean, in my recollection,
I just start that riff every time I pick up the guitar.
I mean, it's
this is standard.
You know, that killer riff. He played the riff. I sang that thing over it, and then as I recollect, and this is probably true because this is the way we write, and this was this instance on a lot of these songs on the new AFI record that will be out this October. Called All Hallows 2 LP. The Return of the Pumpkin.
All Hallows LP.
All Hallows LP.
Oh, there we go.
Colin's right there. God, this is why you're in charge.
I got you.
Yeah, he just started playing the verse. Play the riff. I sang the thing, and then he just started, you know, it's one note. And one note. Again, a connection to the new record. A lot of monotone on this new record. More monotone. Yeah, more monotone than before. At least I think so. That was my intention. Okay. It was, intentional. Not intentional on All Hallows. Just came out. But yes, what? Did I answer your question?
You did.
I don't know.
You did a music video for this, for Total Immortal, in your practice space, which is all I wanted to confirm. You painted a room black and there's pumpkins on your amps.
Oh, that's our rehearsal room.
That is the
which was always
which was a rumor that was just confirmed.
Which was always black. Yeah, that was a rehearsal space in West Oakland.
You look
East Oakland.
jacked
I was
in this video.
I probably was.
Did you get into weightlifting around this time?
I started weightlifting in '97.
So you're 2 years in.
So I'm 2 years in.
Well, it's kind of like prime.
Yeah, so I'm getting in. Where I had to actually kind of regulate myself. So I didn't really know what I looked like because I wasn't looking at myself. Yeah. But during our 15 minutes, when I was on magazine covers 3 years later, it was I think it was an alternative press magazine cover, but not on this record.
Okay.
On the big record.
Yep.
I saw myself and I went, oh, that's not what I want to look like.
Two Jack?
Yeah. The hair was wet and straight and long.
And you're just
and like and that's I was like, oh, that's not it. And I think I toned it down a little bit.
Interesting.
But man, you should have seen me like 9 years ago. I look good.
I saw you.
I think I probably saw you.
Okay, I look good. I didn't know my
I think
good
9 years ago we went to the Haunted Hayride.
I think we did. Okay, that's when I looked pretty good. Yeah, the king of the castle fame, where I lived below the treehouse, I lived below it then, and I was just about to move. He sent me a photo of me on the deck from 9 years ago. I had my Errol Flynn mustache, but I don't think it was Dream Car era. It was before Dream Car. Because I've had that back and forth, but people only saw it on Dream Car. Anyways, yeah, I looked really good. I'd like to be a little bit bigger than I am now. I'm working on it. But but I might have been too big then. I don't know. I don't remember. But
Well,
the
it's
video,
It's a never.
I remember.
It's just
flat plane.
bodies
Up
we
the
have.
planes.
They're breaking.
It's just
all
a funny
the time.
thing when you're a kid. I was 13, 14 when I discovered this music.
oh, this music, I thought you meant
And
when you discovered the weight.
And no, discovered
like,
this
damn,
music
that's
video.
early on.
I was into the Misfits.
Uh-huh.
And into the Little Guy Got Huge.
Yeah.
Now I find AFI who's practicing or has a music video with pumpkins. And here's this huge scary guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh well. They on this record they cover Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Where I belong.
Which
right,
was-
I found them.
Which was the choice because we were doing a Halloween EP and we had
Naturally.
Susie, Misfits, and Aqua.
And now that's yours. Halloween's yours.
No, it's not.
Listen, you
It's
Johnny
definitely-
cashed him.
It's definitely absolutely
yeah,
not.
you-
Absolutely not.
You did?
No,
You
I'm telling you, Colin. I saw him do it the other night, or well, it seems like that.
But
it
it's
was a couple
the
years,
it's
3,
the
4 years ago. But
Halloween. You got
don't
it.
know.
You did it. It's yours.
did I change it?
Yes. You added a little. There's a little extra harmony in the last chorus.
Really?
That's yours.
Oh, but no, I stole it from him.
Was it like a live thing or
I
something?
think I
Live-ism?
took it from the Samhain version or the Solomon version, if you will. Good version.
But yours is
Right? This is the Halloween too. You gave
Yeah.
me too much
I
credit.
love
Thank you. I'll
Halloween
take credit somewhere else.
the edit where they just tape Halloween
Yeah.
1 back into the end.
So
awesome. It's
man.
definitely just the tape cut, pasted onto the end.
It's cool.
Love it. Let's see here. I'm gonna lay out a little hypothetical scenario for you here. Stay with me. I got you.
I never left you.
It's good.
He's gonna leave me.
So you're going to see 9 Inch Nails in a perfect circle.
You
running-
talk to Art.
You're running a little late. You might miss a perfect circle.
See, that's already. We don't even know that. You're incorrect.
So
You are correct technically.
There's a fit.
No, you're correctly correct, but we don't know we're running late. We
Okay.
think we're super on time, super early.
I see.
Here, I'll help.
Why don't you take over for me?
You're going to see Perfect Circle and 9 Inch Nails. You are unfamiliar with arena shows
Yeah.
because you're busy going to shows every weekend at Gilman Street, a 300 capacity venue.
Tell me what happened from here.
Okay. I want to hear you set it up.
You want to hear me set it up?
It sounds like I don't because I keep correcting you, but I'm
You
going
get there and you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
we'll never get in time to see a perfect circle.
Yep.
But your friend RJ
Yep.
notices a guy in the front, near the front of the line,
Yeah.
is wearing an AFI shirt.
No
Yeah.
shit.
What would you do in that scenario?
Fuck, Colin, it was fucked up, man. So, you know the story, right, Bob?
No,
no,
this
I
is
didn't
all
tell
new
him.
to me.
Oh, okay. So check
He
it out.
keeps
So
this
that's
from me.
So that's the case. And do you know the year?
No, I think it was 99.
Yeah, I think
Around.
you're right because it was the Fragile, right?
Yeah, so like,
Oh, that sounds right.
your discography is deep.
So,
You got
what's
some
important to
options.
me about the year, well, Perfect Circle existed.
Yes.
So we're talking 99, 2000. Actually, it might have been whatever. That's where we're talking
Yeah.
right now. This is particularly important soon.
Okay.
What year it's not.
Okay. Yeah.
It is not 1996, which at that time was 10 years prior, not 3 years prior.
Right.
Right, because we're children.
Exactly.
We're not children, but we're young men. I don't know how old I am. Let's not keep books. I'm walking up with RJ and Shal and Line Peter, and we see the line to get into the show, aka the rock concert,
Yeah, the concert.
at the arena with 20,000 people. I couldn't tell you the last time any of us had gone to a venue that big, so we don't know how it works. So we don't know that if you are told, which we were, that say Perfect Circle goes on at 8, that if you show up at 7:30,
Probably ain't happening.
you're going to miss the entire show.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're not getting in. This was not our lifestyle.
Okay.
If you showed up to a show half an hour before the band went on, you have all sorts of time to get in, buy 3 pieces of licorice for 25 cents, go see the show.
So what can you possibly do in this scenario?
Well, one would think nothing, Colin.
Yeah. What?
Unless your friend RJ noticed that some young man
Yeah.
at the front of the line who is going to get in to see a Perfect Circle, and we are not because we have to go to the back of thousands and thousands of people, which we confirmed. Is this the ticket holder line? Yes. Fuck.
Yeah.
Is wearing the AFI I Hate Punk Rock T-shirt.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have it?
With the little skull guy in
The
front,
little
with
skull
double
guy
up?
and I Hate Punk Rock
on the back.
on the back, which was both sardonic and literal at the time, due to what people perceived punk rock to be in 1996 when we made that shirt. I was wearing that shirt, and RJ looks at me, and he looks at him, and he says, "Hey man, you know it's me. You know who's talking to you. A man of ethics. A man who's on the right side of everything, including perception of fame,
Yeah, sure.
the use of fame, the use of celebrity,
Sometimes it's got to be done.
the deification of celebrity, special privileges for people who do not deserve them."
Sex cult leaders.
And he says for sex cult leaders. And he says to me, "You have to do it." And I said, "Do what?"
Yeah.
He said, "You have to go ask the kid in the AFI shirt if we can cut." I'm like, "No, absolutely not." He said, "I'm making this okay for you. I'm telling you you're allowed to do this for us. Do it for me. Do it for your friends. Get your friends. We're going to miss a perfect circle." And I think RJ and Shallon had not seen them yet. Maybe. I know I had
So it would
seen
be
them.
that you were making them miss a perfect circle, really?
No,
It-
this was
it
not a
could be.
threat. No, this was he was not cornering me. He was just beseeching me and trying to use reason. And again, to be clear, this is something he would never encourage. Never encourage such similar behavior in any other circumstance. And I said, "Okay, fuck, all right." So I go up to the young man in the "A Fire Inside I Hate Punk Rock" T-shirt. Now, mind you, as you've pointed out,
Yeah.
as you gentlemen have pointed out, I have, over the years, pretty much always had a very distinctive look.
Sure. A few.
If someone is familiar with AFI per se,
You're going to be the one they recognize.
and they would know who I am if they listen to AFI. And yet, "Hey man," I say to the young man in the Fireside T-shirt, "I'm sorry to do this to you. We're gonna miss a perfect circle. You know,
It's me.
can we cut?" And he goes, "No." And I go, "What do I do? Fuck, this is even worse. This fucking sucks. This is the fucking worst. Fuck you." And RJ's like, "What?" And I go, and RJ says, "Do you know who he is?" He goes, "No." And I go, now I'm like, "What?"
Hold on.
"Wait, what?" And RJ goes, "He's the singer of that band." "No, you're not."
Whoa.
"Yeah."
No soul.
"No, you're not." So remember, this is 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this person is wearing an AFI shirt,
That's hard to get.
and it's in 1999. The only place you're
Incredibly
getting-
intentionally purchased.
The only place you're getting that is at an AFI show.
Right.
So ostensibly, he has seen an AFI show.
Oh, yeah.
See.
Okay.
So how can you possibly?
I don't know, and
And
that's
this-
where I'm at now. Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
And I go, "What? Yes, I am." And he says, "No, you're not." And I say, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Now I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad,
Yeah.
and this is confusing, and you made me do this, and
Nobody's
it's
ever
not
told you that
working,
you
but
weren't you.
it's taken a terrible turn."
Yeah.
And I say, "What do you mean? How do you know what? How do you what?" And he goes, "Prove it." And I go, "What?" Meanwhile, girl in front of him goes, "You guys can cut with us." And I go, "Thank you." I go, "Prove it how?" He goes,
Yeah.
He goes, "Sing me something." And I go, "Absolutely not." And RJ goes, "Sing him something." And I guess the girl hasn't said this yet. And I go, "No way, I'm not fucking singing for you." And he goes, "Can't cut then." I'm like, "Fuck." He goes, "You can cut if you sing me something and prove that you're him." Him.
Capital
Him who?
H.
Him who?
Capital H.
And RJ's like singing the fucking song, and I go, I'll recite the lyrics. If I recite the lyrics, that proves that I know all the lyrics of the song, right? He goes, fine. I go, what song? Cruise Control. Couldn't do it now.
Oh, yeah.
Could not recite the lyrics of that now, but then I could recite the lyrics for Cruise Control, which it was at that point where the woman's, it was at that point, the recite the lyrics, sing a song, that the woman in front of him said, you could cut with us, but I did recite the lyrics.
You didn't sing.
Did not sing.
You're not a monkey. You're not some dancing monkey.
I'm just not your
You're just
grinder
trying to see a
monkey.
perfect circle.
I'm just trying to see a perfect circle, which we did, and the sweet young woman in front let us cut,
Oh,
and
thank
that
God
little
for her.
fucking prick didn't get to hear me sing.
hope
Not
he's
that he would have recognized it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, do you believe it?
Poser.
So one must presume it wasn't his shirt.
It was a gift.
I think that's correct.
It was like, hey man, I'm going to see Nine Inch Nails. You got a shirt I can wear?
you got a shirt
Yeah.
with a skull on it.
Yeah.
Do you have a black shirt?
Yeah, that kind
That's
of
what
makes sense.
happened.
Like,
So it was somebody's black shirt. Probably
Thank you
his
for
sister
sharing.
with good
I know that was
taste.
a tough moment, and I appreciate you
that's horrible.
No problem.
giving it to us. The Art of Drowning.
Yeah, moving on. 2000.
This is the beautiful continuation of the foundation you've laid with Black Sails. You're letting people know this is us.
Okay.
First chart.
First chart.
Chart.
Crazy.
That is crazy, like, for the time.
Fucking crazy. Could not believe it. I was here in the studio on Cahuenga making the Son of Sam record when we got news, which I don't know, someone must have called me. Do we have email yet? I certainly couldn't get, I didn't have a,
2001?
AOL was definitely around.
but okay, so I certainly did not have a computer.
A courier broke the news.
How did I get someone? Yeah, some sort of
Someone
bird,
broke
some
it.
friendly
Yeah.
bird.
Extra,
News
extra.
bird.
Yeah.
I must have gotten a phone call.
Yeah.
But yeah, we charted. What was it? Do you guys know?
174.
174. I was going
And
to say
that, it
163.
peaked at number 9 on Heat Seekers.
It's crazy.
That was so hard to do.
Yeah, now it's much different.
You can
Yeah.
heat seek now.
Now it's
easier.
even harder to do. Now it's even harder to do, but then it was, yes, it was equally as hard, actually. Kind of.
how did that-
It's polarized.
How did that feel?
Fucking shocking.
Was it a sea change? Like, in the camp, were you guys like, oh,
No. It wasn't a sea change, but we were shocked. It was beyond anything we had ever considered.
aha.
It was the right week at the right time. We never considered such a thing. It was really cool. We were like, that's fucking really cool. Okay.
Can
Onward.
you talk about making Art of Drowning? What comes to mind? Emotions you feel?
So we went to,
This was not Andy Ernst. This is his first record without him in a while. Is that true?
well, we had done the second record without Andy Ernst, so we went back to Andy.
Uh-huh.
And then, why? I don't know why we decided.
Label insistence.
I
What
think
could it
probably
be? They seem to insist.
that's all. So we recorded at oh, I'm blanking now. This is embarrassing. Where did we record Art of Drowning? It's a legendary studio. Of
course.
In Oakland. Not of course. I mean, we got to record. Fuck, I'm really embarrassed. I can't remember the name of the studio, but it's where Creedence recorded all the records.
Oh, hell yeah.
And as well as Jawbreaker Do You was recorded there, and Out Come the Wolves. It was someplace that we had never thought we'd ever be able to afford to record. So in defense of the label, they funded the money for us to go
Okay.
record there for probably 2 weeks, and I think,
Brutal.
it's rough.
We're going to hope
This
that
is, remember the hardcore conversation we had at the beginning?
That's a hardcore show?
We're not that.
We're not that. I know.
We're reverse Heyo.
We should be reverse that. Yeah, that's right.
We're go.
We're O.
we're
Yeah.
go.
Oh, we're definitely
We're oh hey. Oh hey. Okay. But we digress.
Yeah.
We recorded there, which was a big deal for us. It was cool to be in that room recording. And I remember Lava Rock. It was very set in the 70s still, and it was the first time we had enough budget to go there. But again, we weren't there for very long. I don't remember much monumental about it. I think we were unhappy with the first mix. It sounded a little
Really?
too much like Iron Maiden.
Oh, wow.
Our producer had a rock history, I think a big rock history, that Maximal rock, and that wasn't something we were really trying to do at the time. When I listen back to that record, it's a very interesting record to listen to. We did not, at least I did not. I don't think any of us really recognized at the time how odd the record was. And when it came out, people were making Motley Crue comparisons.
That's so bizarre.
Oh, but they weren't negative Motley Crue comparisons so much. It was like little bits of press. I think it was my voice. If you listen to my voice on that record, I go, oh yeah, I do sound quite a bit like Vince Neil.
Vince is up there.
It's such like timely context though, because you look back at that now compared to just like the whole discography. And
right, it was just a natural progression of
100%.
where we were coming from.
So this record has some of our collective favorites on it.
Oh, thank you.
Nephilim, Wester,
banger.
Sacrifice Theory. Love to talk to you about Sacrifice Theory, and
I have to remember it. Okay.
It's Whoa Go.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Would love just to know if that was inspired by Queen Wasp.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Things I've wondered for over 20 years.
On my part.
Beautiful.
It's thievery.
Oh, that's what we do.
Thievery.
Also on this record is Days of the Phoenix.
Yes.
Every time I have seen AFI play in Chicago, every single time,
Yes.
you will, before you play this song,
Yes.
say, this takes me back to the Fireside.
Oh.
I would just love to hear your thoughts on the Fireside Bowl. We just did an episode a day around
We went
Chicago
there.
where we ended there.
You know what's interesting? Is that what I say?
Every single time I've seen it.
Okay.
Riot Fest, the most recent time.
Okay. I say that before Days of the Phoenix. Could I have played Days of the Phoenix at the Fireside Bowl? Didn't we stop playing the Fireside Bowl before Days of the Phoenix?
I'm sure you did. I think it's
Right.
because of what the song
sentiment
is
of the
about.
song. Okay, good. Because I'm calling bullshit on myself. Not
No.
I'm
Yeah.
like, well, you're misspeaking, sir. How could that? You didn't play the song. But yeah, the sentiment of the song does speak to that era. That era, because the era that is being, to be honest, it really, the lyric in Days of the Phoenix, I'm referencing an era even long before we ever played the Fireside Bowl, in an era where we were just quite young, before, possibly even before AFI formed. Just, kids at the show.
Yeah.
But
Everyone was dancing.
yeah,
Everyone was dancing.
that's correct.
bet
I
you.
meant that, and I meant everyone was dancing. We'd already reached a point in our lives where very specific people that were coming to mind in the writing of that song. When I was saying everyone was dancing, what I was also saying was some people stopped dancing. People have stopped dancing. Which no one has ever really, I've never said that before because no one's ever really talked to me about the lyric. You also have to remember that all these records that we're talking about right now, no one ever talked to me about these records. Like, the only time that I ever talked about these records, or, to misuse the word posthumously, but is retrospectively or retroactively.
Yeah.
There was no press.
Yeah.
That's right.
There was no press until Sing the Sorrow. There was an occasional fanzine, which got slightly less infrequent as time went on.
Yeah.
But not a lot of hard-hitting journalism in those fanzines.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of what is your favorite, a lot of Coke or Pepsi. Neither. Lollipop.
Do you have
I do love it though.
any thoughts about the Fireside? Anything that come to mind?
Yes, I feel like my sense of playing the Fireside is likely exaggerated in that I feel that we've played there probably a lot more than we had.
There's a lot of video.
One of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's two.
There's a few.
It's funny, I was thinking of the Fireside bathroom the other day.
Oh, boy,
Which is
does
a
it-
nightmare.
It smells as bad as ever.
Hey, it's all right now.
It might have been today. Oh, I'm sure it's been okay for
they
years,
fixed it.
but like,
It is identical.
we knew. Really?
The
Is there a light?
The stage is still there. There is a light. They've upgraded
Okay.
something.
Because, I'm not going to do that. Why am I talking about this?
Yeah.
There were great things about the Fireside Bowl. My other vivid memories of the Fireside Bowl were at the drive-in playing the matinee, who we were friends with and big fans of the time. When we met at the drive-in, we fell apart.
Marked out.
Fell apart. We played a show in a cornfield, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a cornfield, no exaggeration. and indoors, but in the middle of a cornfield. And at the drive-in, this band called At the Drive-In went on before us on the floor. We're all playing on the floor. The band before them sounded like Snapcases. Every band past the middle of America toward the east did.
Right.
At the time. And then at the drive-in, and we talked to them afterward. We had to play after. We're like, this sucks. I cannot believe we have to play after you. They're like, oh no, like we're gonna watch you guys. I'm like, can we trade every piece of our merch for every piece of your merch?
Wow.
And they're like, sure. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are getting ripped off.
And is this like what?
96?
Okay.
96.
Sure.
So
They've yet to explode.
they had oh yeah, they had just released the EP. They had one full length on Flipside and one EP. I think it might have been El Gran Orgo.
Okay.
That was all they had. So I remember being on tour after that and knowing that At the Drive-In were playing, but not our show, which was very sad. Maybe it was a day off. We didn't have days off, but I saw At the Drive-In there, which was great to, like me and 9 people watched At the Drive-In perform as one of the best bands of our generation, of our lifetime. And then the other most memorable thing was the really dangerous set that we played where I kept getting electrocuted.
Oh yeah. So are you blonde in this set?
Couldn't tell you. Possibly.
There's a great video there.
That one's awesome.
I can't really place. It's certainly possible because I know when I was blonde, and
Sure.
we definitely played there in those years. And
The microphone was shocking you?
yeah, the microphone kept shocking me pretty badly. And then during the set, both Hunter and Mark put tuning pegs through either their own heads or each other's heads,
Yeah.
which Hunter did later to me. Hunter did. Hunter didn't do it, but Hunter's tuning peg went through my head in Connecticut.
Through your head.
And like
In Connecticut, yeah. That happens.
into my head, and the sound it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they were covered in blood. Stage left and stage right covered in blood. Me kept getting electrocuted. I want to say that's the same show that Mark went through the wall because he would run up the wall, and he's a big man. And he at one of those shows he put his foot went through the wall. It wasn't like Kool-Aid Man. A reference that all of you got.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Wait, does Kool-Aid Man still
No,
exist?
he's
Is he still going through
on.
walls?
He's crushing.
Someone showed me that fucking internet trend. Did you see this?
Which one?
People are doing that. Kids are doing that.
Kool-Aid Man?
Kids are
Running through the
running
wall?
through walls. It's fucking cool. And I don't know that they are or aren't punks, but it's not at a show.
Just straight drywall.
Just mob.
It's
hard
on the
to do.
internet. Someone showed it to me. Kids mob up and run through walls.
Oh. So if you're out, keep doing what you're doing. You
sounds
find a
great.
good fight.
Yeah.
We need you.
Yeah, that's
Quit
correct.
dancing. Quit learning the Renegade. Run through the walls. Rob a CVS.
What's the Renegade?
It's just,
I want to know.
Davey.
Educate me. I don't know what the Renegade is. I know what picking up change is.
No, this is not.
It's
I don't
not
want you
that.
to know what the Renegade is.
Okay,
It's like a TikTok.
we're moving on. Oh, I thought it was a new dance that I did.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Because
a,
I
it's
saw.
not a fit maneuver.
I believe it was RJ who, or maybe Randy, who I beautiful man and broke my nose. I think he liked it when he got his nose broken. I don't know what he keeps talking about. He showed me a video of a modern hardcore band that's, you guys would probably know this, that played Madison's Sound Fury.
Yeah.
Down tempo and political, and
torture.
the drummer sings.
Oh yeah, it's
exactly
had me tortured.
This is not the Renegade.
My kids are army crawling across the stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
did not happen when I was a young man. The army crawl across the stage on stage, that was not a thing.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
Really?
Well, listen, this form of dancing that we all participate in is ridiculous.
It's the silliest looking thing.
It's absurd.
But it's the coolest.
Okay.
You know?
The coolest
At the
thing
same, and as ridiculous as it is, now
Yeah.
it's drawing so many people to hardcore music. Because,
mean, it has
and
since.
everybody's seeing it around the world, just being like,
I sat in there. Okay, here's the thing, and I know you don't have the answer to this question, but I sat in there, which is Brain Dead Studios, where our maker Ian Mackay was speaking, doing a talk with Kevin Seconds, also who, of course, founded a lot of what we're dealing with.
100%.
I've actually seen some numbers that might point to 7 Seconds as being the first hardcore band, and maybe not the Germs.
I've heard that claim.
We could look at it. We could look those numbers. But in there, they were taking questions. And I had a question. And I still have this question. And I pose this question to any old people who are watching who need to be older than me. I want to know, in regards to the absurdist, hopefully tongue-in-cheek to an extent, extremely violent, yet not dangerous form of dancing that we do if done in the right way and not the wrong way, which we will call kickboxing.
Sure.
What do we call it? Moshing?
Yeah.
I want to know how and why and when. Where did it start? Where geographically did it start? What year did it start? What kid was doing it? Why were they doing it? Was it clowning? Was it, hey, Johnny Mozzarella was a
He was
gymnast.
fucking shit up.
He was a gymnast. Or you know, Joey Beefcake, he was a kickboxer, or he was a kung fu. Like,
We've heard a few different.
you might have the answer.
Truly.
Talk to me.
So, the person who many credit
Stop it.
As the-
I'm so glad I brought
as
this
the
up.
first spin kicker, the first like true karate mosher, was Saab from Marauder.
On the floor?
And Chaka
And
from Burn.
Chaka from Burn.
Those are the two who are alleged the karate guys.
What year are we talking about?
90.
It would have been before Burn.
It has to be in the 80s.
You think they're doing the karate in the 80s?
I feel like someone must have been doing it in the late 80s for it to
It might
spread
have.
across the country so widely by the early 90s, right?
We've also heard that.
Are we talking about on the dance floor?
Yes, on the
On the dance floor.
we
In
were,
New York?
yes, and we did an episode with Carl Beekner,
Yeah.
who alleges that they see Marauder and they're like, this is it. This is the coolest shit ever.
Okay.
And they take that moshing with them across the country.
Marauder does.
No, Earth Crisis.
Earth Crisis.
They're so
okay.
inspired by it that
Right.
they take it everywhere.
Earth Crisis is saying
That they're on record as saying
Yes,
Saab
they
is
see
the
that.
guy.
They see
And
Saab do that.
Saab's doing it on the floor?
Oh,
Yes.
Have we spoken to Saab?
No, he's
He is
passed
since
away,
passed.
sadly.
When did Saab pass? Forgive me.
Early
early
2000s.
Okay.
And then Jorge
Clearly I am unfamiliar with Marauder. Yes,
from
I-
Marauder has also said that they started the karate stuff to protect themselves from the skinheads
There we go.
who were moshing hard as shit. So they're like, I gotta do something crazy so this
to
guy
keep
doesn't
him
hit
away.
me.
Now
Yeah.
that tracks
I
with
love this.
like Henry.
I
which
love this.
Said that when he went to California for a little bit, learned kind of harder dancing, and then
Slam.
went back.
Yeah.
Sure.
DC
But
when everybody's still pogoing.
certainly that was a different looking thing.
Totally
That
different.
is not it.
But you can see the trajectory, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Of course I see the trajectory.
You're just wanting to find this one peak
Well,
of.
but right, you
skank,
see the trajectory, but it's violent, yes,
Yeah.
but it does not have a choreography.
Yeah.
Sure.
In fact, it splits very decidedly in that regard because I guess there's a little there's a little bit of flow in what was called the skank, not to be confused with dance hall skanking,
Yeah.
Right.
but was still kind of was taken from skanking,
Yeah.
and infused into slamming.
As popular as that.
But the high kicks and the jump kicks. Wow, thank you.
It's beautiful stuff.
That
That's a
seems
passion of ours.
that
Very
makes
nice.
sense.
We talk about this.
That makes sense.
We ask a lot of the old heads, particularly when we were in New York, who did this
Oh,
first?
fucking awesome. Okay, that's great news. But
Now-
in the 90s, okay, interesting.
So Son of Sam comes along.
Right.
Does this come out of the Danzig Samhain shows that you did?
Yeah, absolutely.
So London, Steve,
Yeah.
and Todd
Yes.
are just enamored with you and
Wow,
think.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. That's very kind.
How could they not be?
That's I like that. Keep on.
So you make this record.
You need a place to stay tonight? I know you're from Chicago. You want
He's
some
with me.
spaghetti?
He's with me.
I'll make you spaghetti.
I've been told directly that before the record was done, you had made the decision not to play any shows.
Possibly.
Interesting.
So this is just obviously
possibly.
we know now that this gets you a one click away on the Misfits Wikipedia page, and that's what's cooler than that, you know?
Well, Glenn is on the record.
Exactly.
Right, but I wasn't there when he recorded it. Yeah,
So
I wasn't in the studio.
Frustrating.
so many great songs on this. How What was this experience like? Why did you make the decision to?
We were on tour with Samhain and Danzig, which was a dream, and that was Black Sails era, I believe, which, by the way, was really, really fun. You know, everyone was really kind, and, you know, we're out there touring with people who very much inspired us.
Was there any, like, Halloween, huh? Anything like that?
Like nice riff.
No.
Oh.
No. So, to be fair, I only encountered Glenn thrice, as I recall, on the tour. But every time he was very kind to me. I asked him about vocal health because that was something that was really important to me. And actually, I was yet to go into the hospital. That would be a couple years later, but I talked to him. That was my most memorable conversation with him, was about vocal health. I had met him, Frank Vicario from Snapcase. Oh, you didn't bring up that Frank was in AFI.
Wow. Didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, technically. Technically, Frank was the bass player of AFI.
Wow.
We could get back to that if you want, but Frank and I, again, I digress. Back to Son of Sam. Yeah, Todd, I would hang out with Todd and London and Steve sometimes a little bit, and, you know, they'd be around, and, like, we didn't want to intrude or anything, but, you know, I became acquainted with them, and I think it was Todd who said, hey, we want to do a band that sounds like Sam Hain. Us. Do you want to sing? Well, I go, what? Glenn? Did you ask Glenn if he wants to sing?
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, Glenn doesn't want to do it. And I said, okay, well, I am absolutely honored, and I would love to do that. It wouldn't be called Sam Hain, right? And they said, no. I get it. Okay, great. And I said, but, well, we didn't get to Son of Sam yet. They're like, they could call it Son of Sam, which admittedly I wasn't terribly fond of, but I'm, 25 years old. These are the people who made me up. I'm not gonna fuse my opinion into the name of the band, but I do say, I would love to do this. I need to be certain that I have Glenn's approval. That Glenn says that is okay for him to take that on with who is currently playing as Sam Hain to make a Sam Hain record.
Totally.
And Glenn gave me the nod via them, and we made the record.